Hello, Ise. How do I pronounce?
Oh,
Is that correct? Ise Kingsley.
yes, hello.
Your audio is kind of muffled. Hello.
Can you, yeah, can you hear me now?
No,
Good.
it's kind of not clear for us.
Oh, okay. Just let me know when you can hear me properly. Can you now?
Are there any electronic devices by your side? Please make them mute.
Okay.
Now it's a bit better, and I see your signal is, your voice is kind of muffled. Can you try now?
Okay, now is it okay or not yet? Okay.
No, no, no,
Still not right.
no. We can hear you, but your voice is like so muffled.
All right. Is
Can
yeah,
you can you rejoin again and try, please?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Welcome back, Isi.
All right. Thank you. So am I good now?
Yeah, you're audible right now. It's a bit better, but it's still. I mean, one of your words are muffled in between.
Okay. So maybe when we start, it's going to be a bit much better.
Now it is clear. Yeah.
Okay, fine, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Let us introduce you. Melinda is going to introduce you to our audience, and then you can start sharing your screen and start presentation.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you so much, Isay, for joining this event. So we are so honored to be on this stage. So I would like to give a small introduction to the audience. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that I introduce our distinguished speaker for today, Isay Kingsley, a certified leadership trainer, coach, and John Maxwell team speaker. Issei brings a wealth of experience and expertise to the stage. Her extensive background in elevating leaders and organizations, coupled with certifications as a management specialist and distinguished fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, showcases her commitment to excellence in leadership development. ESA's focus is clear to elevate organizational leadership to new heights. Drawing on her profound insights in organizational development, change management, quality assurance, risk management, and customer relationship management. She has been a guiding force for numerous successful initiatives. ESA's collaborative approach with diverse teams has optimally enhanced service delivery, navigated change seamlessly, and implemented impactful policies and procedures. With a proven track record, she stands as a catalyst for increasing business revenue by transforming leadership through her effective speaking and training sessions. Please join in extending a warm welcome to the inspiring Issei Kingsley Arokamani. So that was a really a great introduction of Issei. So the stage is all yours. Good luck.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Your voice is kind of.
Little okay, or it's a tablet. Are we
I
good?
think could you please check your internet connection? I think it is not stable.
Not stable. I just did now. So are we good now? Still?
It,
Do
it
we
is
still
it
have the
is
issue?
it is
Or is
remaining
still?
same.
It's still the same.
Yeah.
Okay. I just check. I'll give it a try. Still, because I need to check before I joined, and I'm surprised this is happening now.
No,
No.
no, no. We can't hear you at all. I mean, I think there is an
This
issue
is
with your internet, probably. It is showing us a low signal from your side.
oh,
Yeah. We can, it's better if you, stop your video and then start your presentation. That way we can hear you. Maybe. Let's try that way for 1 minute and see.
okay. Let me just turn up my video, and you try, and you tell me if you can hear me clearly.
Yeah.
Can
Can you?
you hear me clearly? Is that better off?
It is bit better.
So, good this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just do it. All right. So thank you once again. Thank you so much for having me here. And I'm sure you can see right now. Okay. Just let me know if you can still see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So a couple of weeks ago, I'll just try to see if I can keep my video on again, and you tell me if it's fine or it's still gobbling. Okay. All right. So please let me know if it's still the same thing or it's still better. It's better now.
It's better now. Yeah, you can proceed.
All right. Fine. Okay. So please, if at any point you can't hear me clearly, just let me know. A couple of weeks ago, I was with one of my mentors who has successfully built businesses from scratch to world class standards. I must tell you, he doesn't have the best brains in his team, but he's got so much positive results. And I asked him, how do you do all of this? And he said to me, leadership that adds value to the team. Understanding and applying the concept of transformational leadership in your business or any organization opens doors for steady and consistent growth in terms of innovation and creativity. This leadership style focuses on creating valuable and positive change in the followers with the aim of developing them into leaders. And you wonder why I chose these two words, innovation and productivity. That's because they are key factors to profitability, which, of course, all businesses aim for. I came across this quote: no matter how much you make, if your business cannot operate without you, then you have a job, not a business. Every business owner wants to get to a point where they can let their business run without being there. That can only happen at certain level of growth. And if you must get to this level, transformational leadership is key because you don't just get people who get the job done, but people who have owned the vision and are ready to see it blossom. And I'll just share with you 4 leadership principles to business growth. I'm the third of 5 children, and I happen to be the first girl, which automatically, if you're from an African background, makes you daddy's girl. So I grew up with the mind of, hey, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. I'm dad's favorite, so don't tell me what to do. With this, I started making decisions on my own, and I was really careful making those decisions. So I had to do research and look at things critically before making a move. Because, hey, they're all out there to swallow me up if I dare make a wrong move. I mean, my siblings. Because they'll say she's dad's favorite and she's got some privileges that we don't. So I grew up being resilient and dogged, which of course are great leadership attributes. But there was a problem. I believe and thought in my head that the next person to me was the same. Person is just the same way that I am. He should be able to make accurate decisions. He should be able to do proper research before making a move. He should be able to do things just on point because, after all, I did. It made me a terrible leader when I found myself leading people. On one occasion, back in my university days, my team and I were to organize a program hosting over 1,000 participants. I brought in that assumption as well. They know what to do. I'll make plans, they make their plans, and everyone who's assigned to do a task finishes it up, and we'll meet at the middle, and voila, we are good to go. I was absent as a leader, and you can obviously tell what happened to that event. After several mistakes and experiences, I learned the secret that for you to be able to grow a team that will eventually grow your business, you can't keep this principle, the principle of intentionality. I know for a lot of business owners, you want to be intentional about the strategies you use, getting on board the best brains, intentional networking, which of course are all fantastic. But there's a puzzle piece that's often missed, and that's intentionality in your leadership step. I'd worked with the best brains, best mind, but we didn't get the results because I hadn't worked on me, the leader, in relation to how I lead the way to growth. Here, you want to ask yourself a couple of questions and give genuine answers to them. Where am I in my leadership journey? What am I missing that I need to bring in? What am I missing? And where are we headed? And there's a next principle, which is the principle of the mirror. PK, that's the name my husband is fondly called, has led thousands of people. One beautiful thing about his leadership is that he doesn't he does what he asks people to do. He doesn't sit and watch people do it and doesn't do it. He does what he asks people to do. If he says we're all going to improve the customer experience, be sure he will take the lead. Just the way the mirror shows you your image, that's the way the employees reflect you as a leader. So be at the forefront leading the way. Let them see you. Let them know you are with them in this. Show them the example that sticks for a lifetime, which is you, the way you lead them. By understanding this principle, you can learn to use the reflections you see in others as opportunities for self reflection and personal growth. That's a big advantage that you have using this principle. Instead of solely focusing on the flaws or qualities you see in them, which is good, you can use them as a mirror as well to examine your own values, your biases, and areas for improvement. Embracing the principle of the mirror reminds you that every interaction you have is a chance to learn more about yourself and to cultivate that habit of leadership. And I have this next principle. It brings me to the principle of the environment. I noticed a very striking difference between two of my employees. One was very creative and the other wasn't. I'm the same person leading both. So one day I had to take a deep reflection on how I work with both team members. And I found out that I was more of a leader with the one who's now more creative and more uptight with the other. The one who I'm uptight with finds it hard to know what I want because it's one correction or another, and me on the other end feels she's not creative. And as such, I have to always be there to correct all her flaws. I didn't walk the journey with her to the point she will be confident. I didn't walk the journey with her to the point that she will be confident enough to make moves, knowing that they are actually and exactly what I would have done. I didn't create the environment for her to come up with the ideas that will bring about the business growth. This principle is key to building your business, the principle of the environment. Your position here is beside the team. This way, you can view the entire space. You can view the entire space of the working condition end to end. By end to end, I mean you get to know the situation of the physical working environment, important, mental working environment, important, and emotional state of the employee, very important, because you are beside them, not just as a boss, but as a guide and mentor as well. And I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this last principle. In time past, when I get into boardrooms or team meetings as a facilitator or leader, I just want to point all out. I just want to point out to them my thoughts, my ideas. After all, I've done my research. I was brought up that way. I've done my research and I know everything about the meeting. I'm definitely not the only one who has experienced this. I know you out there, you've experienced this. We all have the tendency of wanting people to know what we know. Like people want to, we just want to let them know that we know the stuff. But I noticed my husband, he wouldn't do that in his meetings. If I happen to be in any of such meetings with him, I get disturbed. And deep down within me, I feel like, hey, you know all you want to say. Why not spill it out? But he still keeps quiet. During one of our private conversations, he told me a secret. He said, it's always best to take the back seat when you meet with your team. That's where you get to know their view. And that is the principle of curiosity. You take the back seat where the people can be opened, and what gushes out of them are innovations and possibilities, leading definitely and ultimately to business growth. Remember, I chose innovation and possibilities? Yes. So it leads ultimately to business growth. When you get a chance to meet with your employees, go with curiosity and not solutions. It's very easy for you to go with solution, but it takes extra work for you to go with curiosity. That's the principle of curiosity. So go with curiosity and not solutions. Be curious to know how they see the business, what their perspective are on the growth, what they expect from it, and how you can add value to them. Remember this, the quote from John C. Maxwell. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. This quote changed a whole lot in my leadership style. It changed so many things in the way I lead. And I'm sure it's going to change a lot in your leadership style as well. So I'll just give I'll give room for some questions. If you have questions, you can go ahead and just let me hear your questions. Are there questions? I could take your question now. All right, just let me know. Okay. If there are, I'll check if I can get any question here. If there are any questions
Give us a moment,
in
please.
the comment. All right. Okay.
That was a wonderful. That was a wonderful speech altogether, Lisa. And I think the audience thoroughly enjoyed your speech all the way. So your key points are really good, and they will make an impact on most of our audience. So it was a wonderful and superb speech. So Melinda, do you have any questions?
Yes, Shruti, we will have a question for her. So, in your opinion, what role does mindset play in shaping effective leadership?
All right, so mindset plays a great role in not just leadership, but even building you as a person. Because if you are not built as a person, then you cannot lead right. So the kind of mindset you
Uh,
have, a leader. Can you hear me right now?
no, your voice is so far it's good. Now it is kind of muffled.
Okay, so
Can you please answer
all
the
right,
same question in the chat so that we can read
I'm
out it from our side?
sharing my
Yep,
screen. So can you hear me now? Are we good?
kind of. Yeah, it's better.
Okay, fine. I think I just have to project a little bit more. All right, so I was saying that mindset doesn't just play a great role in leadership, but it also plays a great role in you as a person. Because if you don't have the right mindset, you cannot even lead right. So whatever kind of mindset you have as a leader, be sure that it's going to reflect on your followers. Remember when I talked about the principle of the mirror? If you have a mediocre mindset, it's going to rub off on the people. If you have the mindset of we can do this, be sure it's going to rub off on the people. If you have the mindset of we are top, we are the best, be sure it's going to rub off on the people. I've had to be in meetings, and one of the speaker, she was the CEO of the company, and I always hear her motivating the people, saying some stuff like "you are so good" and all of that. And I'm wondering why she's saying this. And later on, I realized that just the simple act of saying some words to the people actually has a way of affecting their mindset. So she's not just changing her own mindset, she's also changing the mindset of the followers. And that's very, very, very important. So whatever mindset I come with to my organization or to a meeting, it rubs up on the others. So mindset is key to building you and also building you as a person first, building you as a leader, and also building your followers, which ultimately will build your business.
Key points are noted down, Dr. E.C. Kingsley. That's a great speech. I hope that the question was answered. So whoever the attendee asked for this one, yeah, it's a wonderful speech altogether. So thank you so much for honoring us by being here. And with that, we will end this session easy. So we will move on to our next session, Dr. Ruchi Mishra Sharma. So she will be joining that session. So welcome everyone for that session and Win Ideas Pro Summits Virtual Summit 2024. We are live here and we are celebrating the Women's Month, International Women's Day on March 1st week. Thank you so much and have a great day, Dr. Risi. Thank you.